Fernandez, the National League's leading hitter to this point, takes his swings. Next. Mike Clevenger gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, in his last start, he picked up his 9th win of the season. It's always nice to get into double digits, and nothing he'd like to do more than to pitch well in this one and pick up his 10th victory of the year.
Digging in now, Justin Metz. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And we are underway here this evening as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Doby has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
You know, they better not sleep on that guy sitting in the 7th hole. He's hit 6 home runs in his last 10 games, and there's no doubt he's the biggest threat in this lineup. Don't miss any of his at-bats, because we're going to see if he's going to be shooting for the moon tonight.
Now batting, Brian Cabrera. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Cabrera has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 2-2. And it's fouled away. Three and 2 now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
The 3-2 pitch. A little bouncer. That's foul, so the battle will continue. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Digging in, Junior Moore. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race. First offering on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Gloved by Adams, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. Now the Tribe will get their shot. Still scoreless. Dan O'Neill is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you want to know if this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league? Well, how about this? Batters are hitting under 200 against this guy for the year, so he's done a good job against both righties and lefties. And I'm looking for him to be just as dominant in this one.
Victor Caratini has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman. Striding in for the Indians, Roberto Alomar. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
1-1. Taking strike 2. Swing and a foul tip, but that's held onto behind the plate. It's a strikeout for out number 1. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, one man worth focusing on is Edwin Encarnacion. Edwing, as they call him. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He'll be looking for better results in this one. He was 0 for 4 in the ballgame back on Sunday. Right there for strike 1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded back up the middle. To his left, Varner. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third baseman.
Digging in, Jose Ramirez. And he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. First pitch of the at-bat. On the ground to the right side. Negri ranges to his right. A flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. So coming to the plate, Will Negri. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch on its way. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians defensive setup today. And can we please focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game? Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Switch hitter, check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
Now at the plate, Fernando Alvarado, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. This is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Alvarado, just a 19-year-old. This is his first year at the big league level. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Clevenger, a native Floridian. He was a 4th-round selection back in 2011.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Into the box, Ford Lemieux. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. They'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all year long, and this at-bat is no different. He's probably surprised it didn't leave the yard after the season he's having, but he'll just have to settle for a double.
Stepping in, Eric Fernandez. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
And a neck-high fastball that time. Lemieux at second with 2 down.
Hey.
A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
In now, Kevin Cologne, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Here's a look over to first. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Fouled off. Throw over to first, and the runner back easily. The next 0-2. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
And this guy loves to throw the slider, and it's a very effective pitch for him. But here's the flip side of that coin. He starts this one too far inside and plunks the hitter.
Striding into the box, Johnny Varner. Early RBI spot for him here, and not a bad guy for the job. Currently 9th in the National League in runs batted in. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball one.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
Hard hit ball to second, taken by Alomar. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Only one in the inning for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Cubs are on top 1-0. In now for Cleveland, Albert Bell. He's always a long ball threat, currently 4th in the American League in that department. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Way behind a goofy knuckleball for strike 2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Knuckleball, strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate, 1 away.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And how fortunate are we that we get to watch the Gold Glover play some center field today. He's on every highlight reel on the regular, making huge plays for his defense, saving runs, throwing guys out at the plate, diving in the gap with his hair on fire. This one should be fun.
Here's Matt Adams now. He was 1 for 4 in Sunday's affair. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Swing and a miss on the old flutter ball, even at 1-1. Adams, a native Pennsylvanian. He's in year 1 of a new 3-year deal.
I know this ain't a ton of job security, but it's certainly better than a 1-year deal. A 2 to 3 year deal puts yourself in a position where you can really invest in this team.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Lemieux going back on it, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Edwin Encarnacion now. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Fernandez ranging back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 2-run home run for Edwin Encarnacion. He keeps right on going. Number 401 for his career. And the Tribe take a 2-1 lead.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time. As a pitcher, you just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Now at the plate, Larry Doby. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting.
Doby.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a knuckleball that dances right over the outside corner for a strike. Popped him up. Alvarado over to his right. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting 8th, the shortstop, Francisco.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And a wave and a miss at a knuckleball for a strike. Knuckleball upstairs. Dangerous pitch taken for a strike. Lindor, who fittingly goes by Mr. Smiles sometimes. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Caratini in foul ground, and the inning is over. Indians get a couple of runs here on the strength of this 2-run home run. We've played 2. It's now 2-1 Cleveland. So striding in, Justin Metz. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Justin Metz.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Outside with the fastball. It's 1-0. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. hit hard on the ground to second. Alomar has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
In the second spot tonight, third baseman number 7.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Into the box now, Junior Moore. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0 home. Hit out towards second. Alomar fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Our score remains 2-1. Into the box, Francisco Mejia, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Francisco Mejia.
First pitch on its way. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a knuckleball ties him in knots there, and that's the first out.
Now batting, second baseman.
Digging in, Roberto Alomar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Gets ahead with a knuckleball right over the outside corner. One out, nobody on. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2. Hit sharply on the ground. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
He's been called. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something.
Standing in now, Tyler Naquin. 0-1 the count. Now a move over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Alomar stands at first with 1 out. And another throw over. And the runner back. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Lemieux facing back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. At the plate, Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. Popped him up. Varner waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One left for the Tribe. They lead it 2-1. Now to the plate, Will Negri. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Behind 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
2-2. And he fouls this one off. Fouled away. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Into the box, Fernando Alvarado. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Naquin looks up. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 45 home runs now on the campaign, and with it, the Cubs have battled back to tie things at 2.
Yeah, this guy continues to impress with his bat. He's playing the most demanding position in the game, the position that takes the most out of you mentally and physically, and he's putting up these kind of offensive numbers. Catchers like that are like unicorns. Super rare.
In now, Ford Lemieux. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 37 on the year, and it gives the Cubbies a 3-2 lead.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Into the box now, Eric Fernandez. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to left. 1 shy of the magic number now. 49 home runs thus far, and it gives the Cubs a 4-2 lead.
Well, this is amazing right here. 3 home runs in a row. I've actually been a part of a similar situation, sandwiched in between Rafael Furcal and Gary Sheffield back in the early 2000s. What a moment. All the boys are going nuts. For 3 guys to do it, it's pretty special.
Stepping in now, Kevin Colon. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Three runs already home here. Two and 0 now.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Outside, 3-0 now. Johnny Varner will be next. The 3-0 is in there for strike 1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Looked like ball 4 there, but instead it's 3-2 now.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. And it's fouled away. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Into the box, Johnny Varner. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Naquin's on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Cubs 4 and the Indians 2. At the plate, Albert Bell. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. One and 0 pitch on the way. 1-1 the count now. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses down below the knees. Popped him up. And no, they can't get there. Here now the 2-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Stepping up now, Matt Adams. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Behind 0-2 now. We're in the fourth inning of a 4-2 ball game. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter.
So striding forward now, Edwin Encarnacion. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First pitch of the at-bat. Smoked on the ground left side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Hey, Zero, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
In now, Larry Doby. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, number 302 career, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. Zero, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
Ripped down the first base line, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We're through 4, all even now at 4 apiece. Standing in, Justin Metz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Justin Mack.
First pitch on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
One 0 count. Here it is. There's a strike. The 1-2 pitch. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Count remains 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Another 2-2 offering. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number one. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game, and boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-0 on the way. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Hey.
3-1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The next 3-2. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
First offering on its way. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Bell will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Cubs are down in order to the bottom of the fifth, halfway home, all even at 4. Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Mejia, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
Into the box now, Roberto Alomar. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Varner is under it as he puts it away for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 30, Tyler.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gets ahead with a knuckleball right over the outside corner. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. So a full count now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
The 3-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Knuckleball, and he can't pull the trigger. It's a called strike 3 for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman.
Stepping up to the plate, Jose Ramirez. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley, and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Indians leave 1. 5 innings complete. This ball game's even at 4-4. So in now for Chicago, Will Negri. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And a neck-high fastball that time. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Lifted in the air out to center field. Doby has a read on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Fernando Alvarado.
That was a pretty good changeup in his last at-bat when he hit the home run. That was a changeup away that he drilled to the opposite field. Sometimes as a pitcher, you just have to tip your cap. That was a great piece of hitting.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Look out. 2-0 now.
That's a good pitch right there. But, you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your money makers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Again, another foul ball. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
4-4 is our score as we play the sixth. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Ford Lemieux.
So digging in now, Ford Lemieux, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down in the zone, get himself back in this count.
3-0 now. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. In D-Roll right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now at this game.
Yeah, Dan, you are a monster down that bullpen. That's what it seems to be in today's game. There's 5 or 6 of you guys hanging out down there. So he's going to empty the bucket right here until the manager gets him.
Now here's a ball heading for the right field corner. This has the distance, and it stays fair. Home run. A solo shot down the line in right. His second of the game as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Stepping in now, Eric Fernandez. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
One ball,
1-2.
2 strikes.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Just hung in there on that one. Now another 1-2. And another foul ball. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. George Cantos will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year. Kevin Colon will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. The 0-2 home. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Popped him up. Adams is there. And that retires the side. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's now 5-4 Chicago. Striding in once again, Albert Bell, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Now here's the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that 3rd at-bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
Here's Matt Adams now. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. A knuckler that just missed too low. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. Bell aboard here at first with nobody out. Now Adams connects deep to right. And that one is gone. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And this one gives him the lead at 6-5. Edwin Encarnacion now. As he'll watch a knuckleball that dances its way in there for strike one. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. And 0-2 count to Edwin Encarnacion.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Up around the face.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
The 1-2 pitch. Right side, hit hard. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Larry
Striding
Doby.
in, Larry Doby, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Not an easy thing to do because that knuckleball doesn't have a lot of velo. He was able to pull it, but keep it just enough fair for the long home run.
That knuckleball dances over the inside corner. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. High in the air out to center field. Moore is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter number 13, shortstop, Francisco.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Francisco Lindor. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Pitch on the way. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We're through 6 full. It's the Indians 6 and the Cubs 5. Back here at Shibe Park in Philadelphia. 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. The next Cub up, Johnny Garner. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And there's his first base hit in this one. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Into the box, Justin Metz, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give a guy at first a chance to run.
Quick check on that tying run at first. Don't want to forget about it. From the belt, the pitch. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. The 1-2 swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is straining him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at bat. He's set, and the pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Varner leads off first with 1 away. Quick check on that tying run at first, and he's back in standing. And again, a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. He'll try again, 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Now a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here now the 2-2. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Zach McAllister comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Zach McAllister.
In now, Junior Moore, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here comes the 0-1. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it, too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a fastball just a bit high.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Payoff pitch one more time. And he misses, ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
Digging in once again, Will Negri. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. The 1-1. Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Naquin racing back. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. 45 home runs now on the campaign as they jump ahead by 3. Into the box now, Fernando Alvarado. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. 4 runs here in this half inning. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Takes this the other way to right, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. The relay, and that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late, and when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Stepping in now, Ford Lemieux, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
And a curveball that time that broke too low.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
The 1-1 pitch. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Still only 1 out in the inning. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ready with the 2-2. Fouled away. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Three-2 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Cody Anderson is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Indians, number 57, Cody Anderson.
Eric Fernandez will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. From the stretch. In there, 0-1. Ball 1. Alvarado stands at second with 2 gone. High in the air out to center field. Doby is there and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But the damage is already done as the Cubs plate 4 on this grand slam home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Cubs 9 and the Indians 6. Digging in and looking for more, Francisco Mejia. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a knuckleball giggling at him over the inside corner. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sent out to straightaway center field. Moore moves over. Looks it into his glove. And there's 1 gone. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Roberto Alomar. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Down the first baseline. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Check his swing there, and Dave Lawrence says he held up just enough. Ball one.
6 runs, 8 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Fernandez racing back, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Solo shot to right center. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as this lead has been sliced down to 2. Way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He works 6 1/3, mostly forgettable innings, but he will leave with the lead in his pocket. Lee Smith takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get